Okay. For the New York session, what do I see here is just like the price makes a first test here, right? The first one, the first higher high, and then the lower low from here. I just see this range here, right? And the whole New York session was covered within this range. And this is even better because now you have a range to take the short trades on the reference point. Okay. So at what time? Your time? 20?
Yes, 20.
20? Okay. At 20, I will suggest you to take the immediate bias. What immediate bias do we have here? Okay. The price went down here. We can draw the structure here. Small one. Okay. All right. And then the price just reaccumulated, went up at 20, huge one. Okay. And we are near this because this is a redistribution line, right? Remember, we are in a redistribution phase, right? So if we are in a redistribution phase, this high point will act as a redistribution. This is the point where the price will reverse. Okay. So it came up, the price just tested this region on a no demand with its reference line, you can go short, right? Every time the price will hit, you can go short. Okay. Because this was redistribution range, FTI redistribution, right?
Yeah.
And now here at 9 o'clock your time. Here the price opened here at now your time. We do not have any chance to just take a trade here because even if you take it as a first lower high, it's not possible to take this trade right over here because it is not a reference line. We need to wait for the price to come back and retest it. This is what effortless no result. Make sense? Effortless no result. Take this trade 2R. Finish. Done. And then you can again take this trade here. This one, no demand. Stop loss here. Got it? Multiple opportunities. You see? Because this was redistribution, that's why every time the price comes back to this line and then reversed. Do you understand? Sometimes, so the point is, whenever the price is in a redistribution range for a very long time, okay, even during the session, then you can take the resistance, okay, take the resistance line as a short opportunity. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. And you will see there will be multiple upthrust to this one. Okay, this first upthrust, second upthrust, test of upthrust, test of upthrust, upthrust, test of upthrust, upthrust. Got it? We have multiple upthrusts during this session. It's not like it's hard. You might seem, oh, this is a very tough market. Okay. But if you have the overall structure, which is a redistribution, which is a redistribution structure, then you will know that we have to take a short trades on this reference line. Got it? And the price never reached this line. Okay, the price only reached this after this one. Got it? And then what happened? The price made a range here. Okay, made a range here. What do we see? The price came back here with no signs, and here the price made a huge volume. So you can draw the structure here. And now again, lower high from this one, and you can see here, test went down, test went down, test went down. Did you see?
Yeah.
Test went down. So do you understand what do I mean to say here? Test went down. So what I'm trying to explain here, can you tell me in short?
When it's redistribution, always wait for the resistance.
Yeah.
Wait for the price to reach the resistance.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
wait for
Because
maybe
sometimes
like
what
a
happens
USD.
during the redistribution is not like you get a one upthrust and then the price here comes down. Okay, usually what happens when you see a redistribution, there's just one upthrust or one upthrust, and then after one upthrust, there's a maximum one test more, and then the price comes down and goes in downward in a range. But sometimes the price, due to news and other factors in the market, okay, you see there are multiple news here, Okay, this can send the price into an overextended range. Okay, in this way you cannot, but only piece of information you have is that this is a redistribution range. Okay, in that situation you can just take the short opportunities on this one. Just 2 hours, small trades. There's nothing more you can do with this, but you have a various opportunity, right? It's just like how you think. Got it? Now the last one, which is 15th of September. 20. Okay, now this you will help me to figure it out. Okay, so where is the New York session start? London start? Here.
15.
Okay. 15, okay. And how about the overnight session start?
3.
3. Now this is a very weird structure. All I see is it's a range, a huge range here. Okay. Okay, so what I see here, just mark the highest swing high in this range. This one, right?
Yes.
And this swing high should be marked 1 hour before the London Open. Remember that, because that's when the Asian session closed, right over here, before this point, which is this one. And swing low, the highest one was this one, right?
Yeah, correct.
Okay, now just remove this one and make this as a, hide this one as well. Now this one is what? London Open, just quickly. OSS. OH. OL. Adjust it, okay. And now this is the range here. Now what do you see here? The price is just in a very huge range, but as I see here, there's significantly high volume here. Okay, significantly high volume here is in the range. All right. Yeah, here there was, but I cannot see any high volume. Here I can see at the start of this range that this is where the accumulation process started because of this high volume and the price goes up. But after that, there's a low volume, low volume, low volume, and then I see the high volume over here, here, and here finally, right at this point, and the price crashed. So what does it say you? Sudden acceleration to the upside. Yes, right?
Yeah, correct.
Now, how the price is entering? The price is entering in an uptrend here. Okay. Now with this uptrend, as I told you, when a price is entering an uptrend, you draw this structure and see, connect this to swing low. This swing low and this swing low should not be connected. Why? This is the last major swing low, so we should not connect it. This swing low should not be connected. Why? Because there is no swing high in between. Got it? So this swing low, okay, this swing low and this swing low cannot be connected because it will make the range very tight. So I will connect this with this one, right? Most appropriately, right?
Okay.
Yeah. Do you understand how I'm drawing the structure?
Yeah.
Even if you don't follow the swing low, just follow, this is the first swing low. If you draw from this one and this way, just try to draw this one, okay? This first swing low, say second swing low, nah, it's not a very good range here. Okay, now if you draw from this one to this one to this second swing low here, this one connecting with here, yeah, this makes a little bit sense. Right? Okay. Now I can see one more thing, that the price is going through what? First, second, and third. It's telling me something. It's not overbought, but if you draw the swing structure here, you can see, easily identify this as what?
SOP.
SOP, shortening of thrust, right? Yes. Now we have shortening of thrust here. Okay, so what is the bias now?
Bearish.
Yeah, between this overnight range. Now we don't know where the London will open. Maybe the London will open as a down. Maybe London opens right here. So we don't know where the London will open. So we have to wait and see. But for now, the bias is bearish between this one and this one because this is buying climax. So if this is buying climax, this should be what? Reaction. Okay. All right. And then we have this one here. Secondary test here. Overnight high here. Got it? London open right over here. So this is the structure we have right now. Okay, so what structure do we have? We have accumulation process. Now, very simple, London opens here on 20. I think you also sustained some losses on this day, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So here, what do we have? Swing high, swing low. A very simple one. Okay. Now, it's just one straight line here. Okay. Okay. The London opened right over here at this point between swing high and swing low. Okay. This point here. Okay. What I see, there's a hidden spring, right? So the best point would be just to wait until the price reaches this buying climax region. Okay. And then you can just take your trade at this point, this reference point. Reference no result plus this characteristic, this one here, this one here. Okay. This opportunity we have. Understand?
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So we have London open here. So what can you do? Can you take a short trade, long trade over here at this London open? Would you take it? For a short-term basis, I will take it just a moment. I can draw this channel right this here. And I can just connect these lows. And what do I have? A very short channel here. Okay, this is a kind of redistribution, a very small kind of redistribution of thrust here. Sorry, spring here. At this point, when I recognize this spring, okay, I know that, okay, this can be a potential short opportunity because I know the price will go up and test this region and then fall down, right? So I still have the room to go up. This is how I trade. Got it? But the actual trade should be taken right over here. So if you're taking this trade, as I told you, very short trade, just go for 2R, small 2R. Understand?
Yeah. All right.
Okay. Now why I take this trade? Because I have drawn the channel here. You can see a small channel here. See, high, swing low, swing high, swing low. You see very, very small. This is one bar, but I know that this is the point where the price will, okay, the price made this region here. Price went up. Okay. See here. If you draw from here, shortening of the thrust, the price makes the forms here, and then this one range, and the price makes what? Spring. After spring, we have a short what? In a short-term bias. This is a short-term bias. JAC. After JAC, what do we have? Rally back to LPS, right? Do you agree or not?
Yeah, agree.
Okay, because on a 3-minute time frame with this range, because we have a London open here, but we see the price is just okay. Just follow the price. Just see the price what the price is doing between this range. Or let's see the price is coming down and then some sort of SOT here. And then yes, if I follow this SOT rule here, okay, if you see this here, kind of SOT here, but why is it showing 3 swing high? Okay, I use another one, the much one, which is pivot high, pivot low points. Yeah, this one here. This one is much more better. Pivot high, pivot low points. You can use this. It's much more cleaner. Okay, so you can see here, if you draw this structure from here, okay, obviously this is easily identifiable. Then you have this one here at the top, and then what I have here is this one, right? This is also touch here. Left bar, right bar, 5. Should we make it 3 is all right? Yes, now it's all right. Okay, 3. So you need to do this setting as 3 because we need at least 3 bars. Okay, for the swing points. So now you have a much cleaner bar. Okay, see, and now we have this one. And after this, what do I see here? When I have this one here, SOT, it can form a range, right? And now what we have, spring, after spring, what does the price do? JAC and then LTS, am I right? So for the short term, we can go long. Understand?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, any problems so far?
No.
So your question, so the thing is, you can use this one here, okay? Just use this one. Pivot high. This one is much more better for you. Pivot high, pivot low points. Okay, this one, pivot high by Lonesome. Okay, Lonesome, this guy. And you can bookmark it. Okay, you can add it to your favorites. Pivot low, pivot high points. Okay, and then you go to settings here and left bar 3, right bar 3. Now it's all right. Okay. See now, into the 15-minute time frame you want to see. See, it identifies the swing high, the swing lows very accurately. 1, 2, 3. Okay. All right. This one, this one. Now this is what? What does this tell you? This one. This one is redistribution within this one, right? Within a trend. Can you see? Redistribution within a downtrend. Okay.
Yeah.
This is after this is this one high. This is the accumulation. Okay. Okay. So right now, after 19, the last one is what? 15. So let's go for it. 15. Okay. The last one now. Now you will tell me what to do with this. After 20, it should be 19, right? 19. Okay. 19 September. Okay, just select the London Open on 19 September. It should be London Open. Okay, overnight start at 3 a.m. your time, right?
Yeah, right.
Okay, all right. Okay, and then what we do? We need to mark this one here, pivot high, pivot this one. Okay, mark the highest point between this range, which is this one. And you will tell me whether this is accumulation or distribution. Major important point. And just before here, before 12:14, just before here, the last point, the last major low was this one. Okay, 1 hour before the New York Open. So 1 hour before, sorry, 1 hour before the London Open. The 1 hour before London Open was this one. Okay, so just before here, this here, okay, the last high was this one. Okay. Now what do we see here? A range. Okay. And now remove this. This is what? Overnight high. You have to mark this all, and then we have overnight low. Okay. And now what do we have here? Within this range, what do you notice? The price, how the price is moving here, how the price is coming forward here. What I see here is this one, huge surge in volume, right? So I want to see if there is something which I can figure it out. Okay, if I draw the bar from here to here and channel up thrust, sorry, selling climax, very easily identifiable, right?
Buying
So
climax.
buying climax plus overbought, okay? And of course, this is automatic reaction. This is secondary test. So this becomes what? This becomes what? This whole range. Distribution, right?
Yeah, correct.
This is distribution. Very simple from the structure here. So yeah, volume gives you a very important clue. Once you see the volume, then draw the structure, how the price is following the volume. Got it? And what do I see here? Secondary test, and then the price becomes there's a very, very huge volume commitment. And then what do I see here? Automatic reaction, secondary test, and then now we know this is distribution process. And just before London Open, what do I notice here? See this part here. Near overnight low. What is happening?
Redistribution or
Build down, right? Build down redistribution, right? We have a redistribution build down process here. Okay. Everything is very clear. Okay. And even if you draw the channel from here, okay. For example, this is swing high, swing low. Period high. 1, 2, 3. A kind of shortening of thrust here. Okay. And if you want to draw the channel here, let's see, from this point to this point. Okay. And if you want to draw the channel, this is additional channel, but you don't have to draw it. It's just like I'm just explaining you, right? Okay. So this is obviously this is falling through ice, and then after that there's a build down. Got it? But as you already know, this is distribution. So obviously the bias is what? Bearish, right?
Yeah.
Okay, the bias is bearish. This is build down. And what do I see here is this one. Okay, build down here. And there's already a range here, right? Forming inside here. Now go to the 3-minute time frame and see what happens at London Open. Very clear structure. Okay, at London Open, what do I see? The price does what? Just a normal breakout, right? And we don't need, whenever there's a huge breakout like this, what we need is the price to come back to retest this region and then go down. Got it? But here, when we have a normal bar, not a very huge bar, then what we can do, we can just take the trade. Okay, as I told you, when we have this one here as a breakout, you can just put your trade here. Okay, place your stop loss right over here and then take a short entry. Okay, place your stop loss right above here. The short entry, placing my stop loss right above here. Okay, and now 2R. We already 2R now. Done? Got it?
Yeah.
The second entry would be obviously after this. This is also a falling through eyes, right? After falling through eyes, what do I need here? You can just take this all, pause this. Okay, this is a redistribution phase. The price fell down here. Again, the price tested here and this region, no demand here. And then we can go short here. Okay, another one, the price extended. The price comes back, tests this region several times here. Right? A first trade opportunity occurs when? This is a first trade opportunity. Okay, at the London Open. Second trade, you have to wait. You have to wait until we see this one. Because this is after this, we have a range here. Okay. And after range, this is the first testing here. Okay. Again, we have a range here. And of course, after this range, what we can do, we can draw a short trade if you want to go long here. Right? Because this is the last low. And we have a huge volume here. So we can take another trade right over here. A very short trade to the upside. But we should enter right over here. We should exit. Got it? Just 2R. But the point is we cannot get 2R over here. So I will miss it. And we are against the range. Okay. And now here again, another test here goes down. Got it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think this was not very hard to understand. So London Open, when we have a London Open, we need to see how the price is breaking. The price can break during London Open, for example, like this, as I told you. We have this one here, range. Okay. The price can breaks in a very small range channel. Okay. But we have an underlying condition that this should be a distribution. Okay. And then what will happen that we can take the stop loss here and the price will continue to go down. As I told you, right?
Yep. Right.
The second thing is if the London range, if the breakout bar is very huge like this, then we need the price to come back and test the 50% retracement level and then go down. Okay.
Yeah.
And the third one was when the price goes up, makes an upthrust and then closes down like this. If it closes within the range, you can directly take the trade. Okay. Or if it closes, if we have a narrow range and the price closes like this, okay, then what will happen if there's a big bar, huge bar? So what will happen? 50% retracement. Price will come back, 50% retracement, and then go down. Got it? So remember, whenever there's a huge bar, okay, we always wait for the 50% retracement to take our trade. Got it?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. So even you can enter during a London Open. But if you're against the bias, if you're against the major bias, and if you are within the range, and if you see a small structure, for example, a redistribution or very small accumulation like spring, something like that, you can take a trade against the trend, against the bias. For example, this we are taking against the bias. Got it? But we must exit at the next possible reference line. Any confusion? But major point was actually that it was a downtrend. Got it? Now 15 minutes. Let's see what happened during the London Open. So what happened during London Open? The price, okay, first major low, the second major low. If you draw this bar right over here, yes, we have kind of overbought here, yes, we have increase in volume. And even if we break through this, we have increase in volume here. Okay, so this all makes sense now. 3 minutes. Immediate bias, okay? Just take the immediate bias. London was open at what time? here. Here, the London was open at this time, right? So obviously, what do I have here? Okay. After this one, JAC, okay, right? We have increased volume. After JAC, what will follow? Redistribution, right?
Reaccumulation.
Yes, reaccumulation, sorry. Reaccumulation here. So yes, after reaccumulation, this whole entire process will be reaccumulation. How will we draw the reaccumulation process here? One big shot here, right? We have a jump across the creek here. And now first major point of reaccumulation. Got it? So this first higher high, kind of over up thrust, but as you know that we are in what? Accumulation phase. Okay. In accumulation phase, even the 15-minute time frame shows us this one was a major accumulation. Okay. And this one should be a reaccumulation. This is FTI, right? So this is reaccumulation process. So where is your London, New York Open? This time here. Okay. What does this tell you? Reference line here, right? After the reference line, what do we see here? 2-hour reversal. Can you take the trade? Yes. A very short trade. Stop loss just below the low of this one. Okay. Here. But the point is that this one would not reach our target. Now we have to measure whether if we take a trade here, do we have optimal? No, we don't have this one, 1.87. So I will not take this trade. Okay. Now, if you want to go to the 15-minute time frame, you can define the structure much more better way. For example, if this is this one here, before London Open, New York Open. Where is the New York Open market? New York Open, vertical line. So always mark the structure on the 15-minute time frame. This is a mistake which you do, so that you are just drawing a very micro structure and then you just get whipsaw, take multiple losses, right?
Yeah, right.
So just, okay, after this is JAC, as I told you, okay? Our structure would start from here. See here, the price went up now, and now we have a 3-minute. Now see how clear the structure would be. Much more better way. Here, at this point. Okay, at this point, we have a low here, high here. The London Open has a high here. Okay, and the price went up. Now we're waiting for this point where? We're waiting for the price to come back and test this region. So come on, tell me where would you take your trade?
Sorry?
Sorry? Where would you take your trade?
You mean after New York?
So after this one, obviously, after New York Open. So we have a high here potentially, right? And I would potentially take my trade right over here. Okay, at this point. But what I see here is a structure. Okay. And then the price came down here. This one, no. Does it offer opportunity? No. Right? No demand. Here, this one, no. We do not have no demand. This one here, yes, kind of. Effortless, no result. Okay, kind of effortless, no result. But the point is, if I have taken this trade, I will take a loss. But that's common. Losses are common. So the point is, if I take my short trade, because I will place my stop loss most probably here, and then target here, I will take a loss, right? So first loss here, and then the price makes a spring, comes back here, test here again. We have a second opportunity here to go long. Okay, taking a stop loss just below here, 50% because it's a very huge bar. So you can just take a 50% retracement and then go all the way up. Right?
Yeah.
Okay, and then what happened? The price breaks through it. And what do we see? At your time, 99. Eight and